The measuring principle. In contrast to the widely used ultrasound principle, the SLM 2100 uses an optical sensor that is immersed in the medium to measure the concentration of suspended solids at different depths. The sensor travels up and down through the medium, continuously monitoring the local concentration of suspended solids or suspended solids content in the medium. The suspended solids concentration is measured using transmitted infrared light, which delivers precise measurements regardless of sludge color changes. The medium to be measured is penetrated by a beam of light in the measuring gap of the sensor. The suspended solids and sludge particles absorb or reflect the light and thus weaken the intensity of the beam. The attenuation of energy between the light source side and the receiver side of the measuring gap correlates directly to the level of concentration of particles, which can then be easily calculated. 3 different measuring modes can be selected. Let's look at profile measurement first. In this mode, the height and concentration of suspended solids in the medium are measured continuously. The values are entered into a graph and show a precise sedimentation profile. Here, you can see the typical distribution that is often found in practice. As the sensor travels down through the medium, in addition to clear water zones with very low particle concentrations, we also encounter one or more so-called sludge clouds, or fluff, and below these a zone of increasing concentration until we arrive at the sludge blanket and the deposited sludge at the tank bottom. This so-called sedimentation profile can be directly measured in the profile mode. The second measuring mode monitors the level of the sludge blanket and the fluff. That is, it measures the height of 2 distinctly different concentrations simultaneously. The 2 heights from the last measurement cycle are held at the current outputs of the SLM 2100 and are updated at the end of every further cycle, at typical 5-minute intervals. With the third measuring mode, the zone tracking mode, a specific concentration level is continuously tracked. The sensor moves up and down slightly in the area of the particle concentration to be tracked and thus constantly identifies the current position of the target value. In this way, any change in the level, for example during depumping, can be continuously tracked. These 3 measuring modes allow great flexibility in the deployment of the OPTISYS SLM 2100.